There's a saying that I've got, rare but nobody cares. There's lots of cars out there which are incredibly, incredibly rare, but not necessarily collectible. Maybe only me and 5 of you care about it. But the car in question today, here in Oxford, on a lovely cold but sunny morning, is a car that is rare, and I think a lot of people care. It's actually an 80s homologation car, but changed a little bit and made into a bit of a showboat. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. This is a barnfind edition, of course, because I've got the barnfind fleece on, of the Late Break Show, and I'm Jonny Smith. So before we meet the owner of the car and we go into the garage, the car is in here just behind this glass. I'd like you to meet Tony BMW. Familiar people on the channel will know that Tony has come with me on a couple of barn finds before. Let's think. The South African E12, amazing, one of the most successful videos we've ever done. The 628
manual.
Yeah, you got that going?
Yeah.
And the E9 coupe, beautiful thing. Tony's been with me on all of these. I wonder if you can guess what kind of car this is on this barn find. He's called Tony BMW.
Morning.
And it's not any of the cars we just mentioned, actually.
No,
it's different.
not this time.
Different. So, Ali, your car in here,
Yes.
you bought it in the 90s?
Year 2000.
Year
September, to be precise.
Okay.
2000.
And you took it off the road in?
About 2005,
Okay.
6.
Yeah.
And it's been in there since. I gave it one attempt to get it started and out in the summer one year when I felt like using it, but it just didn't fire up, so shut the door again.
Yeah.
I'll try again in a few weeks, and the few weeks turn into months, months turn into years, and we're here.
Can we have a look at it? And
yeah.
I know there's a great backstory to this car, but we'll talk about it when we're
yeah, that's fine. It is.
Is it open?
Yeah, the garage is open. Should be open. It is open. Here we go.
Have a look at this. BMW E30 M3 convertible. Did you say one of 700 and something made?
I believe from what I've read, there's 780 made.
Wow.
And 3 BMW kept themselves.
Yeah.
And 787, 86, 87, they actually sold out.
Goodness.
You had to order it through BMW to have one because they were only coming left-hand drive.
Yeah. The first M car convertible, I believe. And obviously, built for racing, homologation, still the most successful touring car, I think, of all time, the E30 M3. But obviously not as a convertible. So they decided, let's build one with the roof off. Wow. So Ali, so it was, when you put it in here, it wasn't broken?
No, we drove it in.
And so...
Bit of a tight squeeze down there, but it drove in.
It is a tight...
Turned it off, took the battery off, and it's been sat there since. It was actually jacked up to save the weight on the suspension, but I think this was 2 years ago. I attempted to put these wheels on it.
Right.
And again, I knew it wasn't going to fire up.
Yeah.
So just put these wheels on
with
the idea of when there's summer's day, you feel like using it, but you never get around to doing it.
Is this your first BMW, was it? Or
Yeah, literally.
Because when you contacted us in the email, you said that you and a couple of mates used to have M3s in Oxford back in the
The story is, one of my friends actually went all the way to Germany, and he bought one of these E30 M3 left-hand drive from Germany.
Yeah.
And it was red, and I'd seen these cars, as you just said, in the touring car, through the touring car races, and knew of them.
Yeah.
But didn't really fall in love with it until I saw my friend, and his again was just totally pristine. And seeing him out with the roof down and the sun shining, I had to get one. So saved up for years.
Did you? Because they weren't cheap.
They weren't cheap.
No.
And as a young guy, just doing your own thing, working and this and that, 10, 12, 15,000 pounds, a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I'd saved some money, and the idea was to go again, follow his route, is go to Germany, because you ended up buying them a little bit cheaper because of the exchange rate and everything. Yeah. Back in the days of the Deutschmark.
It was the Deutschmark.
And on the way to Germany, I had one lined up to see in Germany or go and buy it.
Yeah.
We ended up in the services on the M25, and one of my friends, he's a bit of a lad, and he went over to the magazine section, pulled out the Autotrader, and he saw this one for sale. And it was very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
And we ended up phoning the guy and ended up at his house.
Straight away you phoned him that morning?
Literally that morning. What's the point of going all the way to Germany if there's one literally on your doorstep almost?
Yeah.
And the gentleman said, look, give me an hour or two, just drop the kids off to school.
Yeah.
We were outside his house in 10 minutes. Because the other thing was we had to make it for the ferry. If this wasn't no good, we had to get to the ferry. So
Of course.
so we were balancing everything, and it worked out well. He told us the whole story about the car, showed us all the paperwork.
Yeah.
And he'd actually bought it 18 months earlier
Yeah.
from, you might even remember, or there used to be a BMW specialist in Reading called the Independent Motor Company.
Yes.
He bought it from them for £15,000.
Right.
18 months, 2 years earlier.
Yeah.
But he's had the second child now and, needs 4 doors.
Right.
So we ended up haggling, talking and joking and messing about, and in the end, he'd done us a very, very good deal. So I ended up buying it.
You never went to Germany?
Never went to Germany.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Ended up buying it, and this is it.
Wow. So despite
25 years later.
Yeah, and you've had children since, but they've never been out in this, have they?
Oh no, he's been out in it as a kid,
Yeah.
literally as a baby, but not as a
So your son's 21 now?
21. Yes.
21.
So
Wow.
I've had it for 4 years before he was actually born.
Yeah. This is amazing. So what we're going to do today, as is usually the case, because I've got Tony here, who is Mr. BMW, we'll have a look around the car at its condition. We'll try and fire it up, do all the checks first and try and fire it up. And then as the sun is out, we might try and wheel it out and give it a sprinkle of, it deserves a clean, right?
Oh no, it definitely deserves a bit of a clean, bit of love.
But it looks really good.
It should be,
Yeah,
hopefully.
no,
a dry garage, and it should start up, should drive, I need to get it MOT'd once it's
You do.
out and cleaned.
Get it ready for
And
the
I
summer.
will use it this year.
Right, let's get Tony on the case. We'll have a better look once we've pulled a few bits out from around it.
Yeah.
It's quite close to the bench here, but it does look very tidy. What do you reckon, Tony?
It looks excellent.
It does look excellent, doesn't
Yep,
it?
yep. Just like a good wash should bring it right up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see any rot or anything on it.
No, it looks brilliant. I mean, normally what happens with the barn finds, if you've watched these before, is when cars sit, the things which are the first things to deteriorate, fuel pump,
Yeah.
sometimes the ignition system, and obviously things like brakes can see. So we will try and pull it out a bit to get access to the front, because obviously it's a front opening bonnet on these. And then we can have a better look at the engine. I'll let Tony delve in. But that engine's obviously, it's still the same state of tune as the coupe.
Yes, yep, yep. Yeah, 197 brake horse, I think it is.
Yeah, and I didn't realise they put the power up at the back end of the production of these. I think the convertible went on sale in '88. This is quite a late car, isn't it? 91?
91, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Black leather with the little M colours.
Yeah, the illuminated gear stick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Those back seats, the sculpted out
Yeah.
back seats, they're just delightful. This is a nice car, Ali.
No, it is, and hopefully it'll start.
We'll give it our best shot.
I have every faith in Tony. Like I said earlier in the video, he's got a good track record with his can of hope, hence the Tony BMW can of hope. If you haven't seen the 3 other BMWs that we've done with him, I will put links to those videos in the description for you to watch at your leisure. I think, Tony, if we...
Is the handbrake?
Try and push it back a bit.
The handbrake is off.
Right, it should.
Let's check it's out of gear.
It would be nice if it rolled. That would save us having to get a tow rope.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's out of gear there.
Should we see if it's free? Because actually, I might need to get a compressor because
actually this front one's a bit soft as well. Yeah, let's get them.
3 of the 4 are flat.
Get them blown up. Give us a chance.
If you haven't already subscribed to The Late Break Show, subscribe. If you want to become a Patreon and support us that way, you'll get easy, early access to videos like this and blogs from me, and sometimes videos that aren't seen on YouTube. Do you know what? I'm sad enough to know exactly what that is.
Yeah, tail light for the Lancia.
Yeah.
And there's the old wings at the front there. They're rusted away. I bought new ones for it.
They're Integrale wings.
Yeah.
So Ali's got an Integrale. It's not in a barn. Spoiler alert. It's being restored right now?
It's being restored right now.
Just casually mentioned it. I didn't even know this until I turned up this morning. So you bought it rotten?
Bought it rotten.
Yeah.
Italian.
So there's lots of bits of sexy Integrale in here, so please don't think that we're going to film an Integrale right now, because we're not. We've got a good enough homologation car right here. You want to go?
I'll go around the front.
Yeah.
From there.
And we'll see if we can. Let's just see if the brakes are seized. Hope that they're not. It's trying. That's it. Yeah. That's almost a half revolution. Right, so bonnet catch.
Oh,
Well, that felt good. Oh, there we go.
Yep. And strut brace.
So I've got the airbox side.
Yep. So BMW S14 engine, 197 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 7.5 seconds, I think it was. But the handling, it's all about the handling with these.
Yeah.
All about the handling, the balance.
It's still the only 4-cylinder M car, is it?
Yeah,
Full
yeah,
M car?
yeah.
It quickly went to a 6, didn't it, of course, with the E36?
Yeah, it was six cylinder for a long time.
Yeah. So when was the last time you saw the engine, Ali?
Well, I'd say about 10 years ago.
Was it?
10, 12 years ago, minimum. It needs a bit of work, obviously.
It's a pretty engine, though.
Yeah, it's
Isn't it?
tiny, really.
It is tiny.
It's tiny. It's quite easy to work on, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of space all around it.
Don't like that.
That. Oh,
Yes.
gosh, it's got a Clifford. Oh, no, I don't like that either.
Yeah, and that was messing about. But
Oh.
I know what to do with it.
You do? Oh, that's excellent.
I was going to say, that's beyond my pay grade, that.
Again, when I get it eventually out and everything, I'm going to get it ripped out.
Yeah. So you had the car, you had some work done on the car back in 06, did you say?
06, 07, just before
Just
we
before it
literally
parted
put it into the garage. We were going to put it away for a couple of years
Yeah.
and then get back out and use it, but we never got around to it. Spent quite a lot of money,
Did you?
top to bottom, back to front, whatever it kind of needed,
Yeah. So
just to put it away.
you said it had a new radiator, did you say?
Yeah, look, you can see it's still pretty.
It looks pretty good, yeah.
Looks pretty good. Loads of work on the suspension, bushes, this, that, plugs, leads, all sorts. I think it got £4,000 bill at the time,
Really?
and then we just literally drove it in here.
I won't ask the reason why. We get this a lot on barn finds. People don't entirely know why.
No, it was just to get it through the winter and maybe just rest it for a few years.
Yeah.
But a few years have turned into 2007. That was so.
Wow.
Time flies.
Time flies.
Time flies. It does fly. And you also said you've nearly sold it a number of times.
Yeah, again, over the years we've had friends, people that you generally know or come to. We sold a few other cars here and there.
Yeah.
And they talk about BMs. And one particular guy, he actually mentioned the E30 And I got excited. I grabbed the key and I said, look, it's not for sale, but I'll show you AM3. And we came in here, opened the garage door, and he walked round it, and he offered me crazy amount of money for it. And he was adamant. He could literally, I'll give me 10 minutes, I'll go to the cash point, give you a deposit now, and I'll be back in a week. I said, no mate, I told you on the way down, it's not for sale.
Yeah.
But it, 3-4 times like that, 15 grand, 20 grand, 25 grand. The last guy was at £45,000.
Really?
It's about 10, 12 years ago.
And it's mostly been your brother that's talked you out of selling it?
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah.
I would have probably sold it the first time when I was getting offered £15,000 for it back then.
Yeah.
But in a way, I'm glad I didn't. It's not even the money now.
Yeah.
Even if somebody offers 70, 80,000, 60, whatever it's worth, I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's just beyond the monetary value now.
Yeah.
It's the car, it's the history behind it. We've had it for so long. I just want to use it here and there.
It looks like you've stored it well, which I'm particularly
Yes,
pleased
that's.
about.
Yeah,
does
the
look very
garage worked out
promising.
well. It didn't have no issues, no leaks, no damp issues, nothing.
I can't see any signs of mice, thank goodness.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. There's the little Diamond Schwarz metallic. So yeah,
Yep.
diamond black metallic. So I think we should let Tony start his.
Oh yeah.
When was the last time we worked on an E30M?
Long time ago.
Is it back when they were worth 10 grand?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I know you said you've bought a special slim deep plug socket.
Yeah. They need a special plug spanner for this. I think Ali said he thinks he's got the original one as well, which
The
is
original
useful.
one should be in the toolkit at the back.
Well, maybe we'll get you to have a quick look because that is unobtainium, isn't it?
Yeah. I was checking out the other day and there was one on eBay for £500. So yeah,
Wow.
you definitely don't want to lose it.
Because of course the old BMWs all came with those beautiful fold-down toolkits.
The toolkit.
So maybe Ali's is largely complete. That'd be neat.
Open the boot. No, there's electric hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not actually working. We had to disconnect it to close it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And one of the brackets that opens it and closes it it's actually snapped. I've got one,
Yeah.
but once I get it cleaned and up and running,
Yeah.
it's going to get some guy to line it, someone who knows what they're doing.
I know someone who can do that.
Line it
Who
all
did
up
my
and-
Boxster. Yeah, they're
Oh,
really
really?
good. Yeah, really
Brilliant.
good. It's usually lack of use which kills them.
Yeah, yep. More than likely, definitely.
Oh,
Oh,
yep,
hello.
great.
Look
That's
at that.
That's the one.
That's £500 saved.
Yep, that's the one we need.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you £1,000 for the car and that. Well, no, let's up it to 1,500. So that's the
That's
daddy,
the
that
special
extendable
one. Yeah,
telescopic piece.
And slimline as well.
I remember going into scrapyards years ago as a lad and always looking for the BMW toolkits.
Yeah.
There was something really special about them. It's a
Yeah.
shame you don't get this stuff with
Yeah.
cars anymore.
You don't get it these days, do you?
Well, nobody wants to work on a car anymore,
That's true.
it seems, which is just a bit criminal. I'll go get my gloves and I'll see if I can help you. I just enjoy looking at it because aesthetically it is one of those engines which just looks right, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
With that,
Looks
that
all there and everything in
M-power
place.
on the M box across here, that canted over 2.3.
Yes, 2.3.
Yeah. Of course, this was Group A racing, wasn't it? So this is when the Mercedes 190 Cosworth was also 2.3 16, and did a barn find one of those not that long ago. That was cool.
Again, you don't see them anywhere
No,
these days.
Don't
do
see
you?
them at all. No, and they were all four-door, weren't they? They were always
Yeah.
four-door.
Yeah, we'll just check the oil. Oh, that's good. Nice golden colour. Looks like it's right up to the max mark as well. Just double check that. Yep,
Yeah, that
right
looks
up to
good.
the max.
Well, that's been in there for years.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
must have been recently replaced though before it went in.
Yeah, when
Yes.
you had the new radiator and stuff fitted up,
Yeah, that-
do they service it?
Yeah, service all sorts.
That's really good because that means it's been sat for a long time, having just been serviced, which
Yeah,
is kind
yeah,
of what you
it's-
want. And the coolant, I did have a quick look earlier. It's on the minimum. I think it's on the minimum setting.
All right.
So it just needs an inch of coolant. That's okay. It's obviously holding coolant because it looks like the pipes were replaced the same time as the
Yeah.
radiator. What's the deal with the strut brace? Is that OEM?
No, they weren't fit to standard.
That's aftermarket.
Yeah.
But
But it'd be excellent.
It looks good.
Well, an excellent addition on a convertible as well. Helps
Yeah.
to stiffen them up.
I was going to say you've cut the roof off, so it's always good
Yeah.
to stiffen it elsewhere.
Lose a lot of rigidity with it.
These are a little bit heavier, I've heard.
Yes.
The floor is.
Yeah, with the reinforcement
roof
and the
off.
weight of the roof mechanism
no-
and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. They usually have different profile sills, don't they? But
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited. Let's get these plugs out.
Yep, let's get them out and get going.
Well, you can't mix up the leads, which is really good, isn't it?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Totally idiot-proof, which I approve of. I mean, they are so deep in the head. It's like you can just see at the end of a tunnel.
Oh, there it is.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello. What
it
was
is.
I saying? What was I saying? Oh, it's got.
Got a bit of a
Oh, it's
spring
got a
on
little
it.
springy
Yeah.
thing. Well, bloody hell! I mean,
They're tiny, aren't they?
and they're new.
Yes.
Right, plugs out. I think a little bit of a dusting of some lube oil down there, and then we'll see if we can turn it over on the
So you can
crank.
turn it over on the crank. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, Tony's got his big socket. He's not afraid to use it. Or are you?
Oh. Yep.
Yeah. Did you get some move?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. No, that's nice.
So that's just with no compression, obviously, because the plugs are out, just to see if it's free.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that
That.
is moving freely. Isn't
Absolutely fine. Yep.
it? Hallelujah. So now we know that that's free, and we just put a little bit of lube down the bores, just in case, really. What we can do now is we can do a compression test, being an engine that's this special. But what we'll do is we'll take off the fuel feed, and then we can check one by one. And while it's turning over, we can see if we're getting a spark.
Yep.
All right.
Something's clicking.
That's it. Right. The terminals are on. You heard some clicking.
Yep. Definitely something's energised.
Right, well, Ali, you know how this thing works
Yeah.
with your Clifford. Your Clifford.
Little trick.
Do you want me to hold it? I'll be the door guard.
Oh, I think the alarm may be going off.
Is it?
Yep.
If you've done the ignition on, there you go.
I heard something click under the bonnet then.
Now I can turn it.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Well done. I heard a spark there as well.
I heard a hell of a crack then. So if you do that again, just make sure that the door doesn't hit the.
Yeah.
Do you want me to? I'll just get the. I'll put the plugs in a place where I can hopefully see one or all of them
Yep.
crackling. All right. Didn't see a spark, but
Try again.
yeah, definitely saw 3 sparks.
Great.
Hurrah!
Well, we'll get the compression test out.
Yeah, let's do a compression. So that's nice and free, isn't it?
No, it's
That's
really free. Yep.
So we have spark and we have a free, happy engine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What? 160 psi?
That's good.
Yeah. Right, rock and roll.
Ready? Come with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, 160 something.
Great.
Good stuff.
150, 160, 170, it's all good. The main thing is that they're consistent as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Piston 3. Yeah. Yeah, about 155, 160. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, the same as the last one. 155, 160.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a healthy engine then.
Yeah. Nice. Did not see fuel pouring out anywhere. Haven't
No,
heard a
well,
fuel pump.
yeah, I've link the flow and return back together.
Okay.
So even if that pump does come on, it'll just loop
Circulate.
around itself. Yeah.
Good.
But
good.
you're right, I didn't hear the pump either, which I think is probably what the problem was the last time Ali tried to start it.
Yeah.
But you know how unreliable they can be when they've been stood.
I've only done one E30 barnfind before, and it was a 318 IS, which had exactly the same problem. Fuel pump was absolutely hanging. And we did get it running in the end. That's a video to watch if you've not seen that before. I'll put the link for that either up above my head or in the description. But yeah, we ran it off somebody's can of hope. Somebody. I reckon. So let's do a quick sweepstake, shall we? Sam behind the camera, will it run? Yes or no? Yes. Tony BMW.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep. Quietly confident.
Yeah. Ali.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I hope, and I think it will. Seeing the strength of the spark and knowing how free it is, and you obviously have to have faith in the can of hope, because otherwise it wouldn't be called the can of hope, it would just be the can of maybe. Can of anticipation, I don't bloody know. It's great, isn't it? It's great. And it is cabrio weather, isn't it, after all?
Yeah, so can of hope's connected there. Supply in and out, supply and return.
Got your pressure there.
Yeah, so 3 bar of pressure.
Yeah.
That's spot on. Yeah, go for Ali.
Okay. Cut fuel.
Wasn't what I was expecting.
Oh no, we've definitely got it connected into the right sides. Yeah.
Well, the fact it's running 3 bar as well shows it's the right way through there.
That's true.
Okay, let's check for a spark again.
Yeah. Nothing else has changed, has it? Do a quick sense check. We haven't removed or tweaked anything else, have we?
No.
So I'm just going to take one off and then put the other 3 back in. Is that going to be right on the top of there?
Yeah, go for it. Go on, Ali, turn it over.
It's all right, got to reset that Clifford, make sure it's happy. Yeah, that's really strong.
Yeah.
So
can only be the injectors after that.
yeah.
So we've pulled the injectors out and cleaned up the connections, and I tapped the injectors as well, so that seems to have freed them off, fired them into the cups, and they're all pulsing now. So
Nice.
We're very hopeful.
So we have 4 correctly firing injectors.
Yep.
We know we've got spark, we've obviously got the can of hope delivering the fuel. We've got Ali in the passenger seat manning the ignition. I think we're going to hear it firing up. Let's see.
Let's go for it.
That's it. Yeah, left hand down. Left hand down.
So put that in for a moment.
Yeah. You can come this way more if you want.
Yeah, that's straighten up now. Yep.
So Ali said that obviously he's changed the wheels. It's got a Scorpion back box on it, which was put on there because it was cheaper than an OEM one. And I think the hood was replaced 18 years ago. But apart from that, we are looking at a near immaculate original car. It's just so nice. Having given it a really basic clean, really, just blasted off the worst of the dust, given it a very light shampoo and rinse. Look at it. Imagine what it would look like if we spent a day on it. It's just gorgeous. I didn't find a dent. I didn't find any big scratches. I mean, look at the base of the chin spoiler. Hasn't got any big gravel rash or anything on it. I mean, it's really, really just so nice. Brakes weren't seized on. Obviously, we got it to drive out here. Tony was determined to get the original fuel pump to fire into life. He's just been hammering away at it for about half an hour, but it does need replacing. But really, in the grand scheme of things, this is a car that you could probably MOT with a solid day's work. And how cool's that? I mean, what a rare thing. What a true survivor. It does not look like a barn find stood here. It looks like Ali's just been around the block in it, got it out on a nice day, and then going to take it for another big drive. It just looks wonderful. Such a privilege to find cars like this. Well, I've only given it a quick clean, as you can see, Tony, but it's not my opinion that counts. It's Tony BMW's opinion is what counts with this BMW. I mean, how nice.
It's an amazing car. I say, go get a fuel pump fix, you'll be driving it around.
It really is
so
that
beautiful.
It's that close to being ready to go, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Even the handbrake hasn't seized. Yeah. We've just put it on and it's just stopped. We've released it and it's just
started to roll away by itself, hasn't it? Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's just ready to go.
Yeah.
A good weekend detail and you could be in a show.
It really could, couldn't it? And, and that's what Ali said. He said, I think this is the incentive, seeing it out on a day like today, that it'll go again, it'll be ready for summer, and he can put some miles on it whenever he wants, and it's on the button basically. That's what it needs to do. These cars will die if you just leave them. But I just did not realise how rare the convertible was. I really didn't. Did not know how few.
786, isn't it? Yeah.
Globally.
Yeah.
Just remarkable, really.
Yeah.
What a car. And also, what a bizarre idea for BMW. Build a homologation car for racing and then chop the roof off it for a bit of showboating, right? It's great. It's great. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Late Break Show. If you haven't already watched other Barn Find episodes, specifically BMW ones involving this man and his can of hope, then go on there. There's a whole playlist full of them. And if you've got a car in a garage, in a real barn, on a driveway, in a hedge that you think could be of interest for this channel, get in touch with us. There's an email address in the description. Give me some photos, some details, backstory, and maybe I'll come and visit you one day and clean your car for free.
Oh, thank you. It's been a great day.
And if it's a BMW, he'll come too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.